Hey everyone, just before we begin, this video is a re-edited upload of a reaction from our previous and now deleted channel, so please check that you're subscribed to this new channel here, enjoy the review, and we look forward to seeing you in some new material coming very soon. Hi there and welcome back to Japan, where we're going to be checking out a little bit more of one of my personal favourites, and I like to think one of the channel favourites, Silent Siren. Hey, whether they're the most popular band or not, I'm going to be listening to all their songs anyway, so you might as well join me on this journey if you want to. And yes, coffee is advised. Because this band is, check out the segue, occasionally quite sugary. I think this is probably one of the most easy access bands, like I've said before. They're easy to get into. They do lots of different styles of music. They play with a lot of genuine feeling and musical talent. And I just think that they're incredibly enjoyable. So this is one of the groups I really want to get more and more people into, hopefully. If you like them, wonderful. If not, though, remember, it's all about the discussion on this channel, so get in there and comment and tell us what you think. And just in case you are a Silent Siren fan, we'll be reporting live from 2 of their shows at the end of May. So I will be back to bring you more Silent Siren, actually at the live shows this summer. But now, I'm going to be checking out a song called Lucky Girl. In fact, before I check this out, I'm just going to make a little offer. Excuse me. So I went to Tokyo the other weekend, and while I was in Tokyo, I was going through the secondhand shops and checking out, lots of CDs and things, and I found 2 special edition versions of the single for Lucky Girl. One with bassist Ainyan and one with the singer-guitarist Sue, and both of them have a little special interview. It's probably not going to focus on that, but a special interview on them with the individual members. So if you are interested, I have one for my #NoBias choice of member as well, which you can't have. But if you're interested in picking up these other copies, feel free to let me know. Anyway, first come, first serve, and I will ask you to pay postage. So, let's check out the song, as I haven't actually heard the song yet. This is the video for Lucky Girl by Silent Siren, and as this group seems to be incredibly popular not in the West, but in other Asian countries, if you are looking for their videos online, it seems most of them are uploaded as short versions. If you want to see the full version, just go to the Taiwanese website, and they have them. So here we go. From Taiwan, here's the full version of Lucky Girl by Silent Siren. I will stop talking, watch the video, and comment more afterwards. Here we go. And a little drum break down the end. That was really good. If you like fluffy pop, and fluffy pop rock and pop rock and rock and pop, that was really good. As we know, I'm always trying to be critical of things, even things I like. And on this channel, I do pick up on certain things, including things with, some things with Silent Siren, where maybe some of their songs, they don't maybe push themselves as much, or maybe there's some songs where they sound a little bit safe. I always try to pick up on anything that I don't think is so good. But as a general, this is a band who always impresses me. This song, though, was just, every second of this was pretty much perfect. It's hard to explain, because if you are not maybe into this type of music, it probably just sounds like a fluffy, disposable song. But there is so much going on here. I guess you could say that this is the ultimate example of having a lot to unpack. For a start, the keyboard riff, it's really in your face, and it might seem like a sort of a simple thing, just like sort of like 3-note riff. But it really, really works in the core, holding everything together. The chord pattern is incredibly simple, don't get me wrong. We're not talking about some advanced sort of new wave of songwriting being started here. But everything works perfectly. Everything falls into place. It's one of those things where it's kind of like inventing something really clever. When someone invents something new and you kind of think, the best inventions are always the ones where you look at it and go, how did no one think of that before? It's the things that are so simple but work. Now, obviously, when you look at musical theory, you look at the chord pattern of the song, especially in the chorus. Yes, this is all very well established things that we've heard before in other songs. But just the way they put it together, everything falls in place in a way where you just go, yeah, you've taken a lot of simple things and you've made them work perfectly, which is, the quality of some of the best, pop songs. And of course, if there's nothing too challenging there, then it's all very accessible. So this, I think, is very accessible. I was talking to a friend of mine recently who he got me into a lot of the heavier Japanese bands who I probably wouldn't have listened to originally. And he was the first one who influenced us to listen to baby metal on this channel. And he's into a lot of the hard rage bands. And, I got him into things like Bish because of the harder songs for them. And he really enjoyed them. And I said to him, just, hey, try Silent Siren. Give it because I said, they're a good quality band. Try it. And he listened to them, and he actually said it was the first time since he was young that he actually felt comfortable listening to pop, because it actually felt good quality. And we discussed, why do you think Silent Siren, their music is so obviously accessible, why do you think they haven't expanded into more of a Western market? And we kind of agreed that it might be because of the high pitch of Sue's voice and their kind of poppy image. It makes them accessible and friendly to Asian markets, but a lot of Western markets might look at them and think, it's too childish, and not take them seriously. And that, I think, is the only thing working against them, because this song is so infectiously catchy that I think if people give this a chance, even in a Western market, this would surely be something where it would do really, really well. So yeah, like I say, lots of simple, accessible elements that work perfectly in this context and really well delivered by the band. Great musicianship. I love Ainyan, as always. She's always got these really clever little bass things going. I'm noticing more and more. She's quite subtle, doesn't do it all the time. She knows when to step in and do something and when not to. But I did love some of the bass work, especially in the bridge that she gave here. And I wish the only thing I perhaps hold against this, I wish they'd extended that little funky bridge bit a little bit longer, because I think that was really working. And when I see them live, hopefully they play this, and hopefully they really milk that part of the song as well. The guitar work, again, always, good, nice, simple, but always really well done here. They don't just go for the chords. Sue's always got a little bit of interesting stuff going on here. Nice solo. Her voice suited this perfectly, in my opinion, really worked. Credit to all of them for the backing vocals, actually. I really like the backing vocals in this. It worked well, and the producer handled them very well. Sometimes it's difficult when you've got backing vocals, getting the producer to put it so it all fits perfectly and you get a good, solid sound. It doesn't sound messy when you have backing vocals, but this was done really well. There was a cool nonce of value to it. You had the little hey bits which everyone was doing. You had the bits in the verse where Sue was singing, and then another line would be sung underneath by the other girls doing the backing vocals. Drums were really good as well, kind of into your sort of normal Silent Siren groove, but nicely handled. There was some good little fills and things. But hashtag no bias. Yeah, I am going to give a lot of the credit here to what I think was being done by Yukaran, with just really, really good work on. I think she was responsible for a lot of those backing vocals from what I could see and what I could hear. And also that synth was, like I say, really on point. And I think going for that cheesy sort of Huey Lewis 80s style synth sound, really, really good choice. I don't know if that was her, the writer, or the producer who went for that. I would assume, like with most keyboard players, that she probably had a lot of input in choosing the actual sound. But I think that was a rather inspired choice, because it kind of just made everything it gave. As always, we say, when you've got a keyboard player, one of the good things about a keyboard player is they can have any sound they want. And obviously, being able to put, all 10 fingers on, they can play ultimately more notes than any of the other instruments as well. So technically, the keyboard player has more room to make or break a song than any other member. So going for a restrained, simple riff, fair enough. Again, I don't know how much input she had in the writing there, but that was a really good choice. And the sound was very sort of forward, but it worked. It was light, and it gave the song identity. That's one of the big things. This song, as well as being simple, it managed to have enough identity. And I think that identity was very tonal. It was from things like Sue's voice, things like Yukaran's choice of keyboard sound, and right down to the fact that, like I say, usually this kind of pop song would be perhaps played in a slightly layman's manner, but you give it to Silent Siren and you get actual high quality musicianship on your pop music. So yeah, I can't speak highly enough of this enough. I get the feeling I'm going to get rather addicted to listening to this song over and over again, because it's really stuck in my head right now. And it's one of those things, every bit's catchy. The verse is catchy. The riff is catchy. The chorus is catchy. At the end of the last chorus, they milk the riff some more, and it just feels great. You don't want this song to end. I think it's brilliant. The video as well, credit where it's due. The video was really, really fun. Again, I don't get me wrong, there's nothing in this video that you haven't seen somewhere before. In fact, the way they were standing in front of the background in a totally different way, like the totally opposite video, but that reminded me of, Revelations by Audioslave. Go and check out that video if you haven't seen it, so you see what I mean. It's like exactly the same set, but with like the total opposite song, and instead of being colourful, it's all like sort of really dark, grungy colours. So in a way, the video kind of reminded me of like a bright and colourful version of Revelations by Audioslave. I want to see both those videos side by side, actually. I might just try and pop the graphic up here so you can see them both together, if I don't get copyright blocked for that. Yeah, no, everything about this was great. Video was really, really fun, and enjoyable and light and happy. And I'll be honest with you, maybe I'm slightly more biased towards this because I've had a bit of a hard week, and this actually really cheered me up a lot. So I've got some more songs to review now, but I'm going to get through them so I can get back to listening to this song some more. Fantastic. If this is not one of my favourite songs of the year, I know we're only in like February, but if this is not one of my favourite songs of the year, I'm going to be very surprised. And when I do my countdown of top 10 or so Silent Siren songs, expect to see this somewhere on that list. Anyway, for now, from Japan, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, this is just my opinions. I've worked with music. I give my objective, subjective review, but music is about what everyone thinks. What you feel is just as important as what I say. Probably more important because, you know, what you feel about music is ultimately what music is to you. So get in there, tell me what you think. If you like the band, if you don't like the band, if you know the song, if you don't know the song, all of this stuff, get in there, tell me what you think of this. And I'm looking forward to having some more discussion on this. And I would say as well, Silent Siren, I do think they are an extremely underappreciated band in the West. I don't think enough people take them seriously. So they've got a lot of followers in Asia, don't get me wrong, but I would really encourage you to share this kind of stuff if you like it as well. These sorts of bands are the ones who perhaps need more help growing in the West than a lot of others. So do feel free to do that as well if you'd like, subscribe, get involved in our Reddit and our Discord if you want to suggest songs for me, and if you really, really like what we do here, we have got a Patreon as well. It's all linked in the description below. That's what gives us these nice posters and the lights and the cameras and everything working and the computer. So for now, from Japan, thank you so much for tuning in. If you are one of our patrons, massive respect and thanks to you for keeping this channel going. And until I see all of you, hopefully soon on the next video, for now, ciao, ciao. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out more of our hundreds of videos we got online on this channel right now, or get involved in the discussion with us at the many social media links we've got in the description below, where you can suggest new videos and artists for us to check out on the channel. Or you can just do the usual YouTube stuff and comment, like, subscribe. You know how this works by now.